Every minor comment, every insignificant setback, if you let it get to you, you're handing over your power. The truth is, unshakable people don't have fewer problems. They've simply mastered their reactions. Picture yourself moving through life untouchable. No overthinking, no emotional outbursts, just complete control. In this video, I'll show you how to train your mind to remain unfazed, so you can stop feeling trapped by your emotions and start commanding them instead. Because once you develop this skill, no one will ever have control over you again. Mastering the nothing gets to me mindset. Life is a constant storm of opinions, frustrations, and setbacks. The world will always test your patience, but the strongest individuals know that real power comes from mastering the art of detachment. Imagine walking through chaos with absolute composure. This is what it means to act as if nothing bothers you. It's about separating your emotions from external events. The moment you allow external factors to dictate your state of mind, you become a puppet to forces outside your control. But when you train your mind to remain steady, you reclaim your authority. People naturally gravitate toward those who stay calm under pressure, who don't break when challenged. This presence alone commands respect without saying a word. Think about the most influential figures in history. They weren't controlled by impulse or easily provoked. They exuded a quiet strength, moving as if they knew something others did not. Their power lay not in their ability to argue, but in their ability to remain unaffected. Consider the fundamental truth behind self-mastery. Thought precedes action. If you constantly react emotionally to the world, you forfeit control. But if you cultivate an unshakable mindset, the world bends to your will. Those who achieve greatness understand this principle: control the mind, and you control your reality. How do you cultivate this level of control? It starts with intentional practice. Make it a habit to pause before reacting. Ask yourself, does this situation truly impact my long-term goals? Is my reaction necessary? Or am I surrendering my power? Each time you choose restraint, you reinforce an emotional armor that shields you from the trivial. Visualization is another powerful tool. See yourself as someone who moves through life unfazed. Insults bounce off. Pressure doesn't break you. When you internalize this image, it becomes your reality. Your mind is the architect of your experience. What you focus on, you become. Let people wonder why nothing rattles you. Let them be perplexed by your composure. When you embody this mindset, you become an enigma, admired, respected, and untouchable. True power isn't about dominance. It's about presence. One so strong it doesn't need validation. One that commands respect through sheer control. The advantage of emotional detachment. The strongest people you know aren't the ones who lash out or break down. They pause, they assess, and they respond with intention. This isn't a lack of emotion, it's mastery over it. Emotional detachment isn't about suppressing feelings, it's about ensuring they serve you rather than control you. Picture this. Someone insults you, expecting a reaction. Do you engage? Do you allow their words to dictate your emotions? Or do you simply smile, unshaken, knowing their words hold no power unless you grant it? By refusing to react, you strip them of control, you walk away undefeated, and they're left unsettled. The same applies to failure. Most people internalize setbacks, allowing frustration to consume them. But those who understand the power of indifference see failure as data, a lesson, a pivot point. They don't dwell, they analyze, adapt, and move forward. Mastering this mindset transforms your life. Detachment isn't about becoming cold, it's about refusing to be ruled by forces that don't matter. Joy, excitement, sadness, you can feel them all, but they don't control you. You dictate their influence, not the other way around. Next time someone provokes you, pause. Observe your emotions rather than reacting to them. Ask yourself, does this truly affect my future? Most of the time, the answer is no. By choosing non-reaction, you take back your power. A clear purpose makes this even easier. When you have a strong vision, distractions lose their hold. Your energy is too valuable to waste on insignificant battles. The most successful individuals understand this. While others panic, they remain composed. While others react, they respond. This is the mindset that separates those who lead from those who follow. Mindful indifference is a superpower. Society conditions us to care about everything: opinions, validation, judgment. We're taught that our worth is measured by how much we invest in what others think. But true freedom is realizing that most things simply don't matter. The next time you find yourself overthinking, ask, will this matter in 5 years? If not, let it go. Most of what troubles us, criticism, temporary setbacks, fleeting embarrassments, fades into irrelevance over time. Yet we allow them to consume us, to dictate our emotions and decisions. Mastering indifference isn't about apathy, it's about focus. It's recognizing that your energy is limited and choosing to invest it where it truly counts. Not every opinion is worth considering. Not every battle is worth fighting. When you stop reacting to minor inconveniences, you reclaim control. You transition from emotional reactivity to strategic responsiveness, and that shift changes everything. Think about the individuals you admire most. They aren't desperate for approval or easily provoked. They stand firm, unshaken by the noise around them. They know who they are, and because of that, they cannot be manipulated. When you adopt this mindset, people begin to respect you more, not because you seek their validation, but because they recognize an unshakable force. In a world where most crave acceptance, the one who stands firm in their self-worth holds the ultimate power. Next time someone criticizes you, resist the urge to defend, over-explain, or retaliate. The strong remain calm because they understand that words only hold power if you let them. True dominance comes not from engaging, but from being unmoved. And that is the secret to controlling life itself. Clarity is a powerful asset. Those who possess it refuse to let trivial worries hijack their focus. They recognize that every moment spent agonizing over the irrelevant is a moment stolen from their growth. So, how do you cultivate this level of detachment? Begin by examining your reactions. The next time frustration, anger, or anxiety creeps in over something insignificant, take a step back. Ask yourself, does this truly deserve my energy? More often than not, the answer is no. Master the discipline of letting go of what drains you. Another vital practice is establishing clear priorities. Define what truly matters: your purpose, your progress, your peace of mind. When your foundation is strong, external opinions lose their grip. You become untouchable, not because you are indifferent to everything, but because you are deeply invested in the right things. Most never grasp this truth. Real power is not found in seeking approval, but in being unshaken by rejection. It is in the ability to walk away from what does not serve you, to rise above pettiness, and to remain undistracted in a world designed to pull your attention in every direction. This is not about caring less. It is about caring wisely. It is about choosing where to invest your energy and refusing to squander it on what holds no value. When you master this mindset, you don't just get by, you thrive. The approval trap. Why seeking validation weakens you. Trying to please everyone is a losing game. The moment you outsource your self-worth to the opinions of others, you lose control over your own life. True confidence is not something handed to you. It is built through self-reliance and an unwavering belief in yourself. Think of the most magnetic individuals you've encountered. They don't chase approval. They don't shrink themselves to fit expectations. They stand firm in their identity, flaws and all, and that is precisely what makes them powerful. The need for approval is rooted in fear. Fear of rejection, fear of judgment, fear of standing alone. But the more you seek validation, the more power you surrender. You become a prisoner of perception, bending to fit into molds designed by others, and in doing so you betray yourself. Freedom begins when you release the illusion that universal approval is possible. No matter what you do, some will admire you, some will criticize you, and most won't care at all. So why waste your energy trying to please everyone? Look at the people who change the world. Leaders, creators, innovators. They are not preoccupied with fitting in. They are driven by purpose, by vision, by something greater than public opinion. They face criticism, but remain undeterred because their self-belief is unshakable. That is what makes them unstoppable. To escape the approval trap, start by questioning whose opinions actually matter. More often than not, the loudest voices belong to those who neither understand your journey nor walk your path. Their words only carry weight if you allow them to. Another crucial step is self-validation. Acknowledge your own progress. Celebrate your wins, big or small. The more you recognize your own worth, the less you need external applause. You stop filtering your actions through the lens of others' expectations. You move through life with authenticity, boldness, and unshakable confidence. Handling criticism. The art of staying unmoved. Criticism is inevitable, but how you handle it determines your strength. Most people crumble under disapproval, letting every comment dictate their self-image and actions. But why? Criticism is just words, opinions, often from those who have no real insight into your journey. The reality: criticism only has the power you grant it. If you react emotionally, you allow it to control you. If you filter it logically, you remain in control. The strongest individuals don't let criticism shake them. They assess it, take what's useful, and discard the rest. No unnecessary emotion, no overreaction. There are two types of criticism: constructive and destructive. Constructive criticism comes from those with knowledge and genuine intentions to help you improve. This is the feedback worth listening to. Destructive criticism, on the other hand, often stems from insecurity, jealousy, or misunderstanding. These opinions mean nothing unless you make the mistake of internalizing them. Imagine a sculptor shaping a masterpiece. Some will admire his work, some will offer useful suggestions, and others will mock him. Does he abandon his craft because of a few negative voices? No. He continues, guided by his own vision. This is how you must approach criticism. When someone critiques you, ask, does this person have the experience or credibility to judge me? If yes, consider their words. If not, move on. Most criticism comes from those who have never done what you are doing. Their words are reflections of their own limitations, not yours. True resilience lies in remaining calm under criticism. The weak react impulsively, arguing, retreating, or doubting themselves. The strong, however, stay composed. They listen, analyze, and then decide whether the critique is worth their attention. Look at history's great minds. Every visionary, every leader, every creator faced relentless doubt and opposition. Yet, they pressed forward, unaffected. They understood that criticism is often the price of progress. To cultivate this mindset, practice detachment. The next time someone criticizes you, pause. Instead of reacting emotionally, analyze. Is there value here? If yes, learn from it. If not, let it go. The moment you stop fearing criticism, you become immune to shallow opinions. Some will praise you, others will doubt you, but the only opinion that truly matters is your own. Mastering composure under pressure. Pressure reveals character. Some people break under stress, while others remain unfazed. The difference? Preparation. Those who thrive under pressure do not fear it. They expect it. The secret is letting go of the need to control everything. Life is unpredictable. Obstacles will appear. People will disappoint you. Plans will unravel. But those who remain calm do not react emotionally. They respond strategically. Most crumble under pressure because they resist reality. They expect everything to be smooth and predictable, and when it isn't, they panic. But those who train themselves to embrace uncertainty adapt. They move with the chaos, not against it. Think of a warrior. He does not enter battle expecting an easy fight. He expects resistance, ambushes, and unpredictability, yet he remains composed. Why? Because he has already accepted the reality of conflict. He does not waste energy wishing for ease. He focuses on execution. Adopt this mindset. Pressure is inevitable. The only question is whether you will let it shake you or sharpen you. The strongest individuals train themselves to stay composed long before the storm arrives. They do not wait for stress to appear. They prepare for it. When pressure builds, remind yourself, this is my test, my moment to prove control. While others panic, I will breathe. While others react, I will calculate. And when the storm passes, I will still be standing, untouched, unshaken, unbreakable. Most people exhaust themselves trying to control every outcome, believing their happiness depends on things unfolding exactly as they envision. If life cooperates, they feel content. If it doesn't, they crumble. This is a fragile way to live. True strength comes from adaptability. When you release your grip on rigid expectations, you build a resilience that makes you unstoppable. No setback, no disappointment, no unforeseen event can shake you. The key to letting go is awareness. The next time you catch yourself clinging, whether to a specific outcome, a person, or an expectation, pause, ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, let it go. Stop wasting energy on what you can't change and redirect it toward what moves you forward. Detachment is a skill, and like any skill, it takes practice. Start small. Let go of minor irritations, slow traffic, long lines, unexpected delays. Notice the freedom that comes with not reacting. Over time, apply this mindset to greater challenges. Some mistake detachment for indifference, but they are not the same. Indifference is apathy, a refusal to engage. Detachment is understanding that while you can fully invest in your goals, relationships, and experiences, you don't have to suffer when things don't go as planned. The moment you stop clinging to what you cannot control, you become untouchable. You move through life with a quiet confidence. While others are consumed by frustration and disappointment, they will wonder how you remain so steady. The answer: you've mastered the art of letting go. Stop resisting, accept what is, adapt to what comes, and remember, the strongest minds do not cling. They flow just like a river. They move forward untouched by obstacles in their path. Silence is power. In a world addicted to noise, those who master silence hold the advantage. Most people talk to fill space, to seek validation, to prove something. But those who truly understand power, they listen, they observe, they calculate, and when they finally speak, their words carry undeniable weight.
Silence unsettles people.
It forces them to second-guess themselves, to analyze their own words, to wonder what you're thinking. In any interaction, the one who speaks less often holds more control. Words reveal, but silence conceals. Most people fear silence. They rush to fill it with explanations, justifications, unnecessary chatter. But when you hold back, others reveal themselves. The more they speak, the more they expose their thoughts. insecurities, and intention. Meanwhile, you remain a mystery, and in that mystery lies power. Consider a negotiation. Someone presents an offer, expecting an immediate response. But instead of reacting, you wait. You let the silence stretch. The longer you pause, the more unsettled they become. They start second-guessing, filling the void with better terms, with compromises, with desperation. Why? Because silence creates tension, and tension creates leverage. The same principle applies to everyday life. The next time someone insults you, stay silent. Most people expect an immediate reaction, anger, defensiveness, retaliation. But when you give them nothing, they lose control. Your silence forces them to deal with their own emotions instead of feeding off yours. Silence is also a tool for awareness. When you talk less, you notice more. You see the hesitation in someone's voice, the nervous shift in their posture, the contradiction in their words. Most people miss these cues because they're too busy speaking. But when you master silence, you become a strategist, gathering information while revealing nothing in return. The world's most influential people are not the loudest in the room. They speak with precision. They do not waste energy on meaningless chatter. Speaking less does not mean knowing less. It means knowing more. If you want to cultivate power through silence, start practicing restraint. The next time you're in a conversation, pause before responding. Listen more than you talk. Let others reveal themselves first. The less you say, the more people will lean in when you do speak. Another way to harness silence is in moments of high emotion. When you're angry, stay silent. When you're insulted, stay silent. When someone demands an immediate response, delay it. The ability to control your words in intense situations is the ultimate demonstration of discipline, and discipline commands respect. Powerful people do not react impulsively. They do not let emotions dictate their words. They understand that silence, when used wisely, can shift the entire dynamic in their favor. The next time someone expects you to react, don't let them wonder. Let them reveal themselves. Watch how the power shifts. In a world where everyone is desperate to be heard, the one who speaks the least often holds the most influence. Master silence, and you master control. Your mind is your battlefield. The thoughts you allow in will determine whether you win or lose. Doubt, fear, hesitation, these are your enemies. The strongest individuals are not those who never experience them, but those who refuse to be ruled by them. To build an unshakable mind, you must develop mental habits, gratitude to counter negativity, discipline to override laziness, and detachment to eliminate unnecessary suffering. Just as the body grows stronger through resistance, the mind becomes resilient through challenge. You cannot expect mental toughness to appear in moments of crisis if you have not conditioned yourself for it. Every day, train yourself to be unfazed. Pause before reacting, breathe before responding. Most people are prisoners to their emotions, reacting impulsively, acting out of fear, surrendering to frustration. But those who control their minds control everything. This is how warriors think. This is how leaders operate. They are not easily distracted, disappointed, or shaken. They move with purpose, with a calmness that others cannot comprehend. And, because of this, they are unbreakable. Mental strength is built in small, daily choices. Waking up early when you'd rather sleep, staying silent when you could argue, pushing forward when you feel like quitting. The mind, like a muscle, grows through resistance. Every challenge is an opportunity to strengthen it. One of the most powerful habits you can develop is detachment. When you learn to separate yourself from emotions, from external chaos, from the noise of the world, you gain an edge over those who are constantly reacting. Detachment is not indifference, it is control. It is the understanding that while you cannot always control what happens, you can always control your response. Imagine a storm. Most people get caught in the winds, struggling against forces beyond their control. But those with unshakable minds remain still, grounded, letting the storm pass around them. They do not waste energy fighting what they cannot change. They reserve their strength for what truly matters. The mind will always seek comfort, ease, the path of least resistance. This is why most people never achieve true strength, but discipline rewires the mind. When you choose discipline over comfort, you become unstoppable. Start small. Commit to habits that reinforce mental toughness. Meditate to sharpen your focus. Exercise to build discipline. Read to expand your mind. Keep your word to yourself, no matter how small the promise. Over time, these habits forge an unshakable mind. The world will test you. People will challenge you. Life will throw obstacles in your path. But once you master your mind, nothing external can shake you. And when others wonder how you remain so steady, so unbothered, so composed, you'll know the answer. You trained for this, you built this, and nothing can take it away.